I'm Steve Keller, writer, vocalist, guitar player for Ripped.
Steve Strozinski, vocalist, lyricist, writer, and stage faller offer.
Stage faller up. Stage stumble off to the grounder.
Stage stumbler. Sure.
Every dog has its day, and every night has its dawn. There's not a single...
Basically, Ripped started in Kearney and was pretty much my creation many years ago. And Brian McGee, who's co-lead guitar player, rhythm guitar, we go back and forth. He was with me since the second show we ever did. I ran into him at the Firehouse Pub in Harrison, and we were talking about our influences, and I was telling him about my new band back in the day. And he just loved all the influences. We would do Deep Purple, but not the hits. We'd do the, like, Maybe I'm a Leo, or Kiss, Parasite. We wouldn't do Rock and Roll All Night. So he totally dug it, and he became the guitar player right from a couple of beers at the pub. And he's been with me ever since. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
And let's see, the other guys, Jack is from the Woodbridge area, and Charlie, he's been filling in on drums, and he's going to be doing a lot of work with us. Hi, Charlie.
Howdy.
Howdy. He's Pennsylvania, from the Wayne area. He's done some work with Dramarama and all the bands like that. He's from the Wayne music scene. So it's pretty good. We have a lot of different influences, and Steve here was my brother from Kearney High School, and he was in a metal band called Slaughterhouse. And you were the stage faller offer for them too?
Exactly. That was part of my gig back in the day, you know, Slaughterhouse. We were an original metal band, and we actually were signed by Metal Blade Records back in, I don't know, 1989 or so?
Yeah, 1991.
Right around 90, 89. We did 2 albums with Metal Blade, and then they cut us loose after they decided that we, they actually had put a lot of their time and money into I think it was Armored Saint was their big band back at the time. They were very small. They had just been starting out, so.
You didn't fit the suit.
We didn't fit the suit. Yeah, Johnny Bravo didn't fit the suit, so they kind of let us go with that. But we got 2 CDs out of it, you know, 2 albums, and that was it was a very great experience. Did a little tour with them and a couple of the other bands from Metal Blade, and had a great time. Sure enough, what, a couple years ago, I was playing in a band and it wasn't going that great, and I talked to Steve, and he was looking for a singer, and he got tired of doing, you know, all the vocals and playing guitar and everything else like that.
It's like chewing gum and walking, man.
Yeah, he wanted to take a break and focus pretty much just on guitar, so he asked me to join the band, and I graciously agreed.
You said no a lot.
Did I?
Yeah, what happened was you decided to come in and you were going to do a guest appearance.
Oh, right, that's right.
Were you there?
I got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he recorded Lights Out from UFO with us as a guest one-off. And I told him, you're welcome to finish the record with us. We call them records because we're old. And so he did. He did Lights Out. And then he came in and finished the album with us. So we got Jack Francis on bass, and he does some vocals too. He writes all the nice melodies. I'm the bluesy guy. Steve and Brian are the metal guys. And somehow, you know, Jeff pounded on the drums, and you got Charlie. There's a lot of influences, and it really just melds into an original project.
It's a good mix. Yeah, it's
Really
a little bit of everything coming
Nobody
together.
changes anyone, and it fits.
Yeah.
You want to know me, and watch we're gonna play.
That was unintentional.
We've heard that before.
But it's there, yeah. I didn't realize it until I read reviews on the album. And Skynyrd was one that came to mind. And I love Skynyrd, but I don't try to be Skynyrd. And the influence is there, even if it's subliminal. You know, what are you going to do? I'd be more Blackfoot or Molly Hatchet if I was going that way. Especially with the other guys are all metal, so you know it definitely has a northern fried twang to it. You know, but I've listened to everything since my mom's. I own all her 45s from the 50s. And Chuck Berry and all, Buddy Holly's great. And then when you get to the 70s, I knew the New York country radio. Everything from Tom T. Hall, I know all that storytelling, love it. But and somehow it always creeps through to whatever you're doing, whether you know it or not, or realize it or not. And where were we? So you joined the band.
Yeah, here I am. I'm in the band.
Yeah. The new album that we're currently right in the middle of, I would say has a little more of a heavy edge to it. First one was a lot of songs that just we recorded songs that we had written and liked. This one's pretty much being written, and it has a thread going through it. I am doing a couple of older numbers that I've written, but they fit the suit. You know, Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
You know. It's strange because I don't feel competition. I try to align with all the other good bands, and you don't always get the same vibe back. You know, because I feel that everyone can draw for each other, turn each other on to the fan base. A lot of times there's mutual fans that will bring people that don't know the other guys. So I play that angle. It doesn't always work because there's competition I don't even realize is going on. You know, trying to outdraw, or I've had my sound sabotaged.
Steve's very diplomatic when it comes to dealing with other bands, and he tries to keep peace with everybody. And like he said, you know, there's a lot of mutual fans between bands, and we'd like to get everybody together, but everybody's got their own little ego issues and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's
not everyone, but
no, not everyone. There's a couple of people here and there, and sometimes it could be just one bad day that they're having. It's like, oh, screw you, you know, no, we don't want to play with you, whatever. But most of the time, we do collaborate and work with other bands in the area. And
that's the goal, man, because I don't need to be the king of the bill. If I can put on a bill with 4 great bands, 3 great bands, I mean, the fan wins. Everybody has a good time.
Right.
Nobody's trying to blow anybody off the stage. Some people like what the other guy's doing better. That's cool, you know. But they get to see you and then get used to your original music. It's a win-win as long as people are.
Put us on
cool
early, man. It gives us more time to drink and watch everybody else.
And that's it, you know.
We don't care.
We're
not headliners.
One of my favorite shows last year we did with Sabracadabra. I brought them into a show we were doing, and I just loved it, man. We finished our set and we watched them, you know, and you know, we played with CO2. I don't know if you know them out of Brooklyn. They're awesome. You know, there's we like playing with them. You know, I don't know how they feel about playing with us. Or whatever. I know. You get a couple of their.
They tolerate us.
Yeah, they tolerate us. But no, it's a good bill because we don't sound like them, but there's some kind of a '70s influence. You know, we all like Kiss. You know, and it shows in the music. And it's the fans maybe feel that. You know, it's like, wow, these guys got some kind of swagger, you know.
No, now we're going to pay Gene Simmons for you saying that. Thanks.
Sorry, Gene.
She wants to strip and get real ripped with a brand new rock and roll band.
Probably Brian McGee. He's my guitar player, so that helps.
Madison 22, they're one of my favorites.
Madison 22, you got Steve's daughter plays drums for Madison 22.
A little plug for her.
Yeah, a little plug for Madison 22. We don't consciously, I don't think Jersey is actually in my conscious. Maybe, I'd say from the area, the Good Rats. Love the Good Rats. What a great songwriter Peppy is. But that's New York, you know, that's Long Island. Joe Franco was in the Good Rats, he's a Jersey boy. Good Rats, Bruce Kulick from Kiss was Jersey boy. I think that would be pretty much my Jersey roots.
Yeah.
What Alice Cooper, he comes to New Jersey.
Bruce and
Billy Hector's great. He's
Bon Jovi and those guys. Yeah, it's great. I guess they, you know, they put Jersey on the map and music-wise. You know.
Yeah, no. I said we don't dislike. I don't dislike. I can't speak for you, but it's not.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to plug Bon Jovi, but there's no problem with him.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you asked us to play a show, we'd play a show with them.
You know what? I take that back. I love Bon Jovi. is he looking for bands?
Is he an opening act? We'll do it.
I mean, those guys, they're from our generation, you know, and it's cool. But I like the harder rock stuff and the blues. Like I was saying, Billy Hector, he's out there for forever. And he's great, you know, not very, I don't know how well known he is around the world or anything, but...
Steve Bello.
Steve Bello, yeah, he's
great guitar
awesome.
player. You know?
And these are the guys that I champion for, you know, it's just, we're all in this together, you know, let's build an audience, you know.
Yeah, work together and, right, the more people we can get to come out to see shows, it's, you know, it's so hard to get people to come out anymore. So,
Hence another reason to get a great bill going.
right,
You don't
right.
need to rule the bill yourself.
The club
Surround
owners-
yourself with lousy bands. That's a lousy night. You get good bands on that bill. Make it worthwhile for everyone.
Exactly.
Someone that might not mind spending $10, $15.
Can't we all
to
just
go
get
out.
along?
I-
God damn it! Come on now, let's work together. Yeah.
You know, we got CD2, and hopefully I got a mental deadline for like Thanksgiving. You know.
Yeah, half of it's finished, and then we have to work. We have another 5 or 6, I think, songs
5
to
or 6
finish.
songs. I want to do a couple
finish.
extras so there's outtakes or extra B-sides,
Right,
but
right.
we're halfway done.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with the mixes and the finished products that we have. I think a lot of times the songs are formatted by the main writer, and we get along so well. There's really not much talk. We add things without permission, and they're never removed. So, like Brian and I were talking before about a new song that we're going to record and do at the next show. And I said, I'll do the middle solo, you do the end solo, kind of like usual. We don't talk about it, it just happens that way. And now that we've noticed it, it's like, we might as well keep the formula. You know, because we go back and forth on rhythm and lead. And it gives the song more flavor. If the song needs a nice harmony vocal, Jack does all the high singing. And yeah, it's just, what else? I mean,
I think that you guys come, the 2 guitar players, Brian McGee and Steve here, you know, they'll come down with the riff, they'll play it down at practice, and then everybody will listen to it and get a chance to listen to it. I'll think of some kind of lyric structure, and Jack will throw down a bass line to it, and you know, our drummer will, you know, try to get a beat for it. But it usually starts from one person, and it comes mostly from the guitar guys. You know, the guitarists will come down and just play a riff, and then we'll just work around it, and everybody will kind of put their, you know, their parts in there. And like Steve said, yeah, once it's in there, it's usually
it stays.
usually
But that's
in
kind of
there,
cool though,
but-
because nobody dislikes what the other guy's doing
yeah,
overall.
everybody kind of likes each other's stuff. So it,
Yeah,
but
I don't
that's-
ever
that's-
even remember anybody saying, don't play it like that.
No, it's
yeah,
it's very easy going, and like we just let it flow, man, and whatever happens, and then we'll try a few different things. We'll try the ending this way, or try, you know,
Yeah.
let's do a bridge here. And
Sure, endings are a
and
little
it's just, you know,
different.
you just work it through, and that's what practices are for. It's just to get the songs down, and you know,
It's cool though, you
eventually
know.
it works out.
Like I was saying, the new album has a thread through it, and all the new songs are being written. They're pretty heavy, but I've reached back to the past from some old stuff I've written with a couple of old friends. Just fits the part so well, and it's cool because these old songs from when we were young still hold up, but they've really never been used. You know, a handful of people heard them back in the day, so it's really cool.
Time to bring them back, man.
Time to bring 'em back, and-
Revitalize
And the guys that we used to work with, they get credit. There's no stealing of any material.
right.
You know, it's a respect. You know, everybody in the scene really needs to work together. You know.
I lost my heart, I wrecked my job, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we just released "L.A. Woman," the Doors song, and the flip side is an original called "Twilight" that I've had kicking in my head for years. And I think "Twilight" has a distinction of being the first instrumental with a parental advisory warning, which is pretty cool. And you know what? If it takes a Doors song so people hear your originals, that's cool. That's
So be it.
Yeah, Steve is the Doors guy.
I'm the Doors head. I
He's
love
the
the
Doors
Doors.
guy.
That's my influence. So
Yeah, so we have to play the Doors.
we don't have to play the Doors. It's just
But the
Fun.
single's out, we have to.
well, now we have to, you know. But
But that's cool. We do the song pretty true to form. It's no keyboards, double guitar riffs, and it's shorter in length because we play it a little heavier and faster.
yeah, a little quick.
But it's really the same exact format.
But the other side, the flip side of that is, like Steve was saying, Twilight. It's the instrumental, but on the CD when it actually comes out, it will have lyrics to it. So it will be. You'll have two different, you know, songs.
Well, LA Woman's going to be
Basically.
on the album as a bonus track as well. but buy the single anyway because it's going to be a remix. And Twilight again. I think that's going to need a parental advisory as well.
Possible.
But the reason is in a different
yes.
part of the song.
That's right, yeah.
Again, buy the song, you'll see, you'll laugh,
Oh, the
and
damn
you'll
F-word.
dig it. You know.
It happens, you know. Sometimes they slip out every 2 or 3 seconds.
1,000 miles for a camel that look like you. Don't you?
It seems to be going digital. There's a certain amount of people that usually know us that want the CD, but yeah, I don't know where the digital sales come from. They just come. And I know once in a while a younger person that I might come across will say, I'm going to pick it up on iTunes. You know, I don't, you know, what are you going to do? That's the way, the new business model.
It's just easier that way. People are
Yeah.
home, they sit at the computer, they like the song, they see it or something, they want it, they just download it and that's it.
The truth is, I like the CD because like on the first album, I went nuts on the cover. It's a digipack, I got an insert in there, there's artwork, there's liner notes. I mean, I grew up like with Kiss Alive 1, you open the thing, you stare at it, you listen to side 2, and 20 minutes later, you put it down, turn the record over, open up the bifold sleeve and look at that again. You know, Double Live Gonzo, all that stuff. I love the album cover. School's out, I'd open up the desk and from the inside were all the doors and windows. And people don't understand the art of making an album anymore. So when I did the first album, I tried to make it something to look at. The flip side of that is it cost me more to produce, and people don't understand, you know, that why does this cost more than that? Well, there's 62 minutes worth of music on here, and it's a package.
Yeah.
But so in a way, I'm proud of it, but it shot myself in the foot a little because it cost me more. But still, you know, I want people to understand the art that's involved with the music, and you don't get that with an MP3.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, you go out there and bands are playing and they're giving out their CDs or they're selling them for $3 at a show, and it's just a you know, the case, and then they have a piece of paper on there with the name of the band, and that's pretty much it.
And it's cool because if it sells, and let's say you know, if it sells,
there's nothing wrong with that.
you're making money, and it's actually easier to produce a shorter album.
Oh, we're old school. What do you want to do?
We're old
I mean,
school,
you know,
right?
just
And
a little artwork is nice.
yeah, the little artwork is nice. So the next album, you know, I'm kind of thinking I still want the nice cover and stuff, but I might not go all hog wild on the digipack and stuff because it would be nice to make some money, you know. So
I've been waiting 30 years.
yeah, but hopefully the fan will eventually realize all that's involved because we don't shortchange. We spent a lot of time writing and recording, mixing, and the artwork. I already have the rough for the cover done, and the album's only half made. I mean, I'm on it, you know, and it's, you know, there's a lot of work in art.
Don't you